Welcome back to the Iron Jungle. Today we're going to be playing Amumu and talking a little bit about objective control and how you can dominate a game even if you don't have a ton of kills. Nice. Alrighty, here we go. Getting started on blue buff. My favorite place to start with Amumu. Nothing really exciting happening at the beginning of this game. Kind of nice that people have chilled out a little bit now that you need 3 kills for the first blood feat for feat of strength. Don't know where I'm going there. This is going to be a pretty good game. It's not super high on kills, but I think it really illustrates how super strong you can be on Amumu when you're just focusing on objectives. We do get some kills, but really just trying to clear as fast as I can. And then once that's clear, you got time to do other stuff. And it turns out you have a lot of time to do stuff. Aurelia and Diana going at it a lot up there in the mid lane. We just saw Garen ward top, so I'm mostly doing that to remind myself about it. And we got our bandage off, so we can start clearing even faster, or moving faster, for sure. Amumu can do some pretty good ganks, 3-6, but he's just much stronger once he has the ult, so it's really nice to try to go ahead and get it as fast as you can. They're trading bot lane. Unfortunately, not much I can do for that. Maybe if I had gone down to do the Krugs first rather than red, which would have been a little better for the clear, I would have been in position to maybe help fight that, but not sure. Jinx flashes there. We're gonna go ahead and grab this scuttle. It looks like Elise just isn't here yet. She can really clear either way, and there she is. Hit her with the bandage shots and start fighting her. But Caitlyn's here already, so we'll go ahead and back out. We ping it. And it turns out I should have gone down because Elise gets the kill here on Jinx. I think if she had hit her once, that Elise probably would have died, but it's alright. Down 2 kills to 1. Aurelia flashes. This Elise does a really good job of getting some decent kill pressure early, but isn't able to really get too much more out of that, especially with just the objectives, the grubs, the dragons, and feel especially down in lower elo. I did have a good team that was helping out and doing a good job this game, but getting those objectives is the easiest way to help everybody on your team. There's always going to be 1 or 2 people probably that are good and you can try to fight around. But getting those objectives helps even the players that are not doing well because they get the bonuses from dragons, they're able to have grubs. Nice kill from Aurelia there. And we get a 3rd up top, and so we actually get the feats of warfare there. Heading down to try to get a gank, maybe. Waiting here for Caitlyn to push up. And she does right there. Hit her with the Q, but the rest of the team wasn't really quite ready to go on it. Which is fine. We did still do some damage, push them back a little bit. Now the play is over, back to camps. We're at just over 6.5 CS per minute, which is not too shabby, especially early on in the game. Hard to go too quick. Yorick pings the Void Grubs here, but we saw Elise up top as he was backing out and when he got killed. So I don't think there's any way we're going to be able to contest that. I'm way too far down here, so we're going to go Dragon, let them get this first round of Void Grub. You do want to fight for objectives. They're really important and strong, but it's not worth fighting something that you're not going to be able to win. There's no reason for me to run up there. I wouldn't be able to get there in time. We see Garen going to help protect her as well. Fight for objectives, but don't lose the game because you're taking dumb fights for objectives. One of the reasons that Amumu is so strong on them is he has the percentage health damage. If you're doing grubs, his tantrum hits like the whole camp, which is also amazing. And then your ultimate takes up so much space that when you're fighting in the river, it's almost the whole river width. So we're just really, really strong and all the choke points into the river. And we're going to see that in a couple different times in the game.
An enemy has been slain.
Another kill from Aurelia. And we keep farming. Elise is up top still. They're kind of picking on our Yorick. I pinged my ultimate, let everybody know that we've got that as an option now. But again, I'm really not looking for a gank until jungle camps are down. Ganks are great, but the reason you gank is to get pressure or kills, or to get damage on a tower, and all that is just to get you gold. And camps are free gold. You're not going to die taking your raptors very often. So I would much rather get that gold than go running around trying to get some that we might not be able to get. We got the Faded Ashes. We're going for Leandry's first again on this build. Just really, really good on Amumu. And then second, I think the Abyssal Mask is what is recommended. I've been having fun with Riftmaker, but they're all pretty good. Elise is getting ganked, or Elise is ganking Aurelia, and she dies there. And I was worried about Elise coming down, but it doesn't seem like she's going to. I've got my ult, and I really want to make something happen here. So I'm staying a little bit longer than maybe I should, but I don't have any camps. Nothing's up. I miss Caitlyn here, then I flash an ult. And we are able to pick her up. I took more than it should have, really. Because I missed that first few. Didn't have a second one there for the follow-up. But we do get a kill. Now we head back. We got camps a-spawning. So we pick up the pink ward and switch, or the vision ward. It used to be pink back in the day. Anyway, pick that up and pick up the sweeper because we are heading up to go contest these grubs. They did get the first set, which was fine. I was fine with the trade, but I don't want to give them away if we don't have to. And I'm feeling pretty strong. I do have my ult down, which isn't ideal. Go ahead and ping that. Make sure that Aurelia knows. She was really on top of things. Goes in wards. And then we just start chewing these up. Your E cooldown gets lowered whenever you get attacked. So when you're fighting multiple things like this, you're able to do it really quick. There's a sweeper. So we know that Elise is coming soon. There she is. And let's hit her there. Aurelia goes in. We get the kill on her. Our Yorick did die, unfortunately. But we get the Void Grubs. Was checking him there to see if maybe I could do anything, but unfortunately not. We get that, and then back to the camps, because we got a dragon coming up bottom. So, we want to farm and get our way down there. Pinging what I'm wanting to do so that our team has an idea that I am coming for a dragon, but I want to farm my camp still. Aurelia, again, doing a great job letting us know she needs to back and buy.
An ally has been slain.
I've also got to head back. That took a little too long. We just saw the Scryer get hit down below Yorick, but it's just Garen down there. See Elise here. She's also dancing around Dragon. And I want to farm, but I also want to be there to help Aurelia out. So we shadow her for a second. Looks like nothing's going to happen, so we go ahead and clear a little bit. Go ahead and hit the Scryer. We got those two wards there. Elise is down bottom. She walks right into this, which is great for us. And then, bang. Oh, it always feels so good. Then the double stun. I do get stunned and miss hitting the Q on her here, unfortunately. And then I walk into a trap. Clear that out. And then Elise, I don't know what happened exactly, but I'm not gonna complain. I'm just gonna take a dragon. Aurelia does a little zoning, goes in on Caitlyn. And Hui and I just bang our heads into the dragon. So now we've got two dragons, one of the grubs, we've got our feats of strength, and there hasn't been anything too crazy. We haven't had to do any insane ganks or any super aggro invading. We've just, oh, I saw that vision ward now, I didn't see it before. We've just done what we need to do. We farmed, we've been in the right place at the right time. Gonna finish this clear bottom and then just keep it going. Elise is heading up top. Try to share that with Yorick. We've got 1 minute until Dragon's up. Or not Dragon. 1 minute until Rift Herald. So rather than doing Krugs, I'm going to go ahead and back, buy, and get back up there. It is important to farm, but you do want to make sure that you are where you need to be, especially with objectives. And there's so many. They're just feeling like they're always up in Season 15. So it's really important to be very efficient with your pathing, with your farming. Got a little bit more time, so I am going to grab these wolves. And then we want to get over there and start looking that way. We are able to get that ward with the Scryer. So we clear that out. They got the Scuttle. Rift Herald's here now though, so in we go. Yorick and Garen are in opposite sides of the lane. Aurelia does go up and ward again, which is great. And she just is able to zone. And keep him back. Smited a little late there, but now we're able to come this way. We see Nautilus, and I'm really okay to get hooked, honestly. Throw the Q to get back this way. We could have stunned the front line, but I feel like it's always better to get more into the team and stun. Able to pick those guys up. And we got people down. Let's just hit the Herald right now. I totally agree that it is often better to save Herald for times when you need the pressure going other directions, but I have been pretty bad about remembering to use the Herald in the past, and so I'm not using it for anything really. So right now, the very first opportunity I see, I'm trying to use it. Again, definitely not optimal, but better than the use I have been getting out of it a lot of times. And then we're back to farming. We don't have enough for our Rift Maker yet anyway, so time to get that gold. And we've got another dragon coming up. Again, already. Instantly. I can get Riftmaker now, so we're gonna back. Grab that. Got the extra HP, AP, and ability haste from it. Plus our damage stacks. And then we start getting some healing from that. And really, once you have these two items, you're at the part of the game where your ult is basically up every single fight. It would have been good to have boots at some point, but the way everything was going, I just sort of didn't have a great opportunity for it. And I'm not going to say no to two items. Plus, a lot of Amumu's mobility just comes from the Q. We see them on Dragon. And I want to go for it. Feel like I'm strong enough. Aurelia's coming behind me. So, in I go. And they immediately back off, which makes it pretty easy because Garen's not going to outsmite me. So, we kill him, and that's dragon number 3. So we hit that. That was just about a max range toss. Then we're able to go here on this second tower. And again, it's not a crazy game as far as solo queue and kills go. We have 13, they have 7. I've only got 2 and 5 assists, but we've just been positioning much, much better by really trying to stay on top of what we're doing. We're not running around and wondering what to do. We're either farming or fighting, and there's really no in between. We've got Otacon coming up, or he is up. But you really don't want to hit him too early if you don't have your team with you, especially as Amumu. Amumu can't do Otacon by himself. There are some that can do it, but not Amumu. So we're just gonna head this way, keep the money going. Our ult's up again. We see Caitlyn heading up top, and it looks like they might be trying to make a play towards Otacon. Nautilus is up there as well. But then they're all back in mid, so I ping the team to try to have them be careful, since I'm not going to be there for this fight. They're outnumbered, especially with York at the bottom. Pick up the plated steel caps and let them know I'm on my way. We do lose Aurelia, unfortunately. Nautilus almost hits that hook. And now we're here. And we can look to do something. Whack Garen. Hit them with the ultimate. Get another hit there. People are pretty frequently surprised by the amount of damage that Amumu does, I think. You're able to build pretty tanky and still get quite a lot of damage off.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
Granted, so far we've only built damage. A lot of his tankiness comes from the passive on his Tantrum, where you get passive armor and magic resist, or reduction on damage you take. With this version of Otacon, when you get the swirls that start outside to in, you just want to stay as close as you can. You don't get hit by those as often. This one's the easier one to take, in my opinion. The other version tends to have the puddle around him more, and that's a lot harder because you have to stand in it to hit him as a Mumu, and it absolutely shreds your armor and magic resist. We're really strong now, so we are able to really just walk into their jungle and do whatever we want. Again, we want to keep farming. There's stuff here, so we're going to take it. It's always nicer to take their jungle than yours, because it's sort of like it's double the value, because you're getting it and they're not. I didn't see Aurelia sitting there, unfortunately, or we would have been able to get a kill here on Caitlyn. Missed that there. Yes, she does get the kill on Caitlyn. That ult was not good from me. Then I go back in, so let's pay attention to her. And we do die, unfortunately. We could go armored advance, but we're really so far ahead. Even though, again, the kills are close, but these fights are not very close most of the time. So I'm just going straight for the Abyssal Mask. But Yorick has decided that the game is over. The rest of our team's trying to knock down turrets to get to him.
An ally has been slain.
I go ahead and ping, let him know I wanted to do this dragon, but we get the surrender. It was a good game. We get an S on Amumu. 11,000 damage. Get those out of the way here. And then 27,000 tanked. We had 6.9 CS per minute. Highest, well, almost the highest in the game. And then check the runes here. Conqueror, Herald is 131. Triumph 900. Cut down did 470. And 344 from Cheap Shot. Thanks for watching.